Actually, sir, direct and inverse proportions
Ayesha?
are going. Direct and inverse proportions is the chapter because I have the old book, so ये chapters are.
अच्छा अच्छा वही I was thinking. I'll create the direct. That is a direct inverse proportion because I thought you knew the name of the chapter. It's okay. I'll just create a notebook for that one. Aisha, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Aisha, just wait a minute. My network is having an issue. It is connecting again. I can just give me a minute.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Is the screen visible, Aisha?
Yes, sir, the screen is ready.
Okay. Aisha, direct and inverse proportion. One of the easiest chapters in this. Okay, one of the easiest. Okay. What is direct proportion? Suppose, Aisha, you go to a shop and you have to buy a pen. Okay, you have to buy a pen. This is a pen. Okay, which you have to buy. And let's say the shopkeeper says that this pen is for 10 rupees. Okay, and let's say you have to buy 5 pens. Aisha, will the cost be greater than 10 rupees for 5 pens or less than 10 rupees?
Also,
Like one pen is for 10 rupees. So how much will the 5 pens cost?
50 rupees.
50 rupees. Very easy. Okay. So I can see that when I am increasing the number of pens, when I increase the pens, the cost is increasing or decreasing? Total
Increasing.
cost is increasing, right? Cost is increasing. But see, this is direct
Yes, sir.
proportion. That when I increase one quantity, the other quantity also increases. Okay, let's say if I decrease the number of pens, the cost would also decrease. So what is direct proportion? When I increase one quantity, other increases. If I decrease that quantity, other also decreases. Okay, तो like जो इधर हो रहा है वो उधर होगा. Is this clear? What is direct proportion?
Mm,
Okay. Now Aisha, I'll give you a very good example for inverse proportion. Uh, I should suppose you had a school project in which the teacher said that four students in a group, four students in a group. Okay, and that day you went home. You decided, okay, we four of us we're gonna take 10 days to complete the project. Okay, 10 days to complete the project. Now next day teacher says that you have to change. Now in each group there will be five students. Okay, and teacher added a student in your group. Five students in a group. Now tell me, will the project be completed early or later? Like, will that now the days would increase or decrease?
decrease.
Decrease, right? More students, so less time taken. So this means that when I increase the number of students, the number of days decrease. So decrease. So I say, but see,
Mm,
this is inverse proportion. That when I increase one quantity, the other decreases. This is inverse. Inverse means opposite. So इधर हो रहा है उसका opposite होगा उधर. If it is increasing here, that would decrease. If it is decreasing there, that would increase. Got it?
yes, sir.
Okay, very easy. Right. So what is direct proportion? Proportion when increasing in one quantity leads to increase in another and decrease in one quantity leads to decrease in another. Okay, so this is direct proportion in a fixed ratio. This is very important. In a fixed ratio. This I'll tell you. In a fixed ratio. Okay, this is direct proportion. Example, cost increase as we increase the product, as we increase the number of things. Cost increase as we increase the number of product by increase as we increase the number of pens. Okay, now what is inverse proportion? Inverse proportion is when the increase in one quantity leads to decrease in another and vice versa. Vice versa means decrease would lead to increase and vice versa in a fixed ratio. In a fixed proportion or ratio. A fixed ratio. Okay, example, time taken to complete the project decreases. To complete the project decreases as we increase the number of students in a group. Okay, Aisha, is this clear? Please note this down, Bache. And first note this much, then I scroll it down.
Okay, sir.
Hi, Aisha, but really sorry, there was a network issue. I don't know why. I shared the screen again. You can note it down.
No problem. Done, sir.
Okay, Aisha, now note this down.
Okay, sir. Then
Okay, Aisha. Now see further. Direct proportion. Okay. So Aisha, now bache, how to solve direct proportion questions? First of all, some concept about direct proportion. Aisha, whenever we suppose I say that there is a quantity x which is directly proportional to y. X is directly proportional to y. First of all, I shall listen to my words. X is directly proportional to y. So I would write it like x is directly proportional to y like this. Now you will say, sir, what is this? But this is the proportionality sign. What is this? Proportionality sign. Proportionality sign. This means that x, how do we read this out? X is proportional to y. Okay, Aisha, first of all, is this clear? How do we read this out? Aisha, is this clear?
yes,
Okay. Now, what does this actually mean? But say x is proportional to y. This means that if I increase x,
y will decrease.
increase, directly proportional, increase.
So
Okay, if I
yes.
increase x, y would increase. If I decrease y, x, y would decrease. Now, let's say this proportionality sign we remove. You learn this in physics also. This proportionality sign we remove by keeping it at equal to. Okay, keeping it an equal to, but with an equal to now we also put a constant that is k. Okay, this all must be looking very difficult to you right now, but it is actually not. We also put a constant which is k. Actually, first of all, is this clear? When we remove a proportionality sign, we put an equal to and we put a constant. Constant means any number. Any number, like that number is different for each question. You'll have to find that out. Okay. First of all, is this clear, Aisha? That whenever we remove proportionality sign, we put equal to and k a constant. So x is equal to ky. Okay, Aisha?
So you can explain this again.
Sure. But see, this was clear, right? Now see, this proportionality sign is nothing but equal to. This is nothing but equal to. But x and y are directly not equal. X and y are directly not equal. Like one of them is a multiple of another. Okay, one of them is a multiple of another. Let's say that, uh, let's say, I said 2 and 4. But 2 and 4 are proportional of each other. Okay, but we cannot write 2 is equal to 4, right? We can write 2 is directly proportional to 4. Okay, like, how do I explain this to you? But you just know that whenever we remove that proportionality sign, na, we put equal to, and with an equal to, we put a constant k. What is this k? This k keeps changing for every question. So, like, kisi question mein it can be equal to x is equal to 2y. You must have seen this type of equations, right, Aisha? In linear equations, x is equal to 2y. Right, Aisha?
Yes.
Right, x is equal to 2y, x is equal to 3y, like this. But say this 3 is k. 3 is the constant, basically. Constant. We have I told you, right, what is a variable, what is a constant. 3 is just a normal constant. So, like, why are we putting it here? See, that what is the reason is that if I take this x down, so this would mean that x by y is a constant. Okay, now this is the most important thing. X by y is a constant, but this means that ratio of x by ratio of y would remain equal for throughout the question. Now, okay, this guy will tell you a practical example. Uh, let's say Aisha. Aisha, let's say that cost of x is the cost of pen. X is the cost of pen. X is the number of pen, and y is the cost. Y is the cost. Okay, so now suppose the number of pen were 1, so the cost was 10. So Aisha, 1 by 10, so the ratio is coming 1 by 10, right? Ratio is coming 1 by 10. Now Aisha, if I find out the cost for 5 pen, so now x by y, means x is the number of pens, so it is 5 divided by y. Y is the cost. So cost of 5 pens is 50. Actually, if you solve this 1 by 50, so this is 1 by 10 only. So now we can see the ratio is same, that is 1 by 10. So this is what it means. That ratio is constant. Constant, like we are not writing constant, we are writing k. This means constant. So the ratio same रहेगा throughout the question. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, Aisha?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Now you'll totally understand this and we'll do a question. Let's do a question. Let's do example number 2 first. Example number 1 I'll tell you later. So Aisha, how to solve this direct proportion question? Once you learn, it will be the easiest. बस एक बार सीखना है. So Aisha, read out the question, okay, and write what is given. So electric pole 14 meters high. First of all, Aisha, two types of quantities would be given. Okay, two types of quantities would be given. In this case, we can see that an electric pole 14 meters high casts a shadow of 10 meter. ठीक है, तो length of pole,
Okay.
length of pole is 14 meters. Shadow of pole
Yes.
is 10 meters. Now they are saying find the height of the tree that casts a shadow of 15 meters. We have to find the height of tree. So height of tree, we have to find out. Shadow of tree we know 15. Shadow of tree is given 15. 15 there किया ना? Yes, 15 meters. Okay. Now Aisha, actually what are the what are we trying to do here? I'm trying to tell you that take the length of object, whether it is a pole of or tree, let that be x. Okay, you'll understand this. Just keep watching. I'll say let the height of object be x and let the height of shadow be y. Okay, so Aisha, what did I do? I took the height of object as x and height of shadow as y. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a table.
That will be the height of tree 21 meters.
Yes, excellent. How did you find it out?
So we said in the first length of pole it was 4 more private 4 more.
Correct, बच्चे. But we have to show it also, na? This is actually, see, this is actually very easy. दिमाग से कर सकते हो आप. So Aisha, x and y, I'm gonna make a table. Actually, this table is this. We are gonna write x1, y1, x2, y2. अभी आपको बहुत confusion हो रही होगी. You'll say, sir, what is this? This is looking very difficult. It is actually not. See, Aisha, x1 is height of first object. What is the first object? Pole. So, I'm gonna make the table like this: x, y. What did we take? X. X was the height of object. So first object is pole. I'm gonna write height of pole, that is 14. So this is 14. Aisha, so x1 is 14, right? X1 is 14. Now Aisha, corresponding shadow would be y1. Okay, 1 1, both 1 1. So x1 corresponding should be y1. So corresponding shadow is given, that is 10. So height of shadow of pole is 10. Is this clear, Aisha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now they are saying height of tree. Tree is the second. So sorry, shadow of tree. Shadow of tree is given, that is y2 is given 15. We have to find the height of tree, that is x2. So we are going to write x2 here and height of tree 15. So now you apply the formula. X, now see, oh, okay, formula. Now Aisha, I told you x by y was equal to constant, but this would mean that x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2 is equal to x3 by y3, but this would keep on going. Okay, so now we are in this question, we have the formula x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2 because only there are two terms. So now x1 is very simple, 14 by y1 is 10 is equal to x2 we have to find out by y2 is how much, 15. Okay, now take this 15 there, so x2 would be equal to 15 into 14 by 10. Take this 15 there, multiply हो जाएगा. Okay, so now 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 2 sevens are 14. So बच्चे x2 is coming, 7 threes is 21. So x2 is coming 21 meters. So height of tree is 21. Is this clear?
Yes.
Totally clear, Aisha? Yes, Aisha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Totally clear.
Okay, I hope you are trying to understand. ये आ जाएगा, आप इसको पहले नोट डाउन करो आराम से. Look at each and everything very carefully. Okay, and then try to analyze it.
Okay,
You have to note it down from here.
sir.
First note this down, then I'll scroll it down. Okay.
Then, sir.
Okay, I shall note this down now. Are you done, Aisha?
Yes.
Okay, now write this down.
Okay.
Written?
No something. I will write this.
Right.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay, I shall now note this.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay, which I shall we continue this in next class. My laptop is hanging very much. I don't think so I would be able to teach further. Okay, like 8 minutes are left. We'll be continuing this in the next class only. Okay.
Okay, sir.